Hello, community leaders and co-leaders. This is Matt. Hope you're all doing well. Just wanted to give you a recap on our most recent meeting a couple of weeks ago after the service. We started off with this. I asked everyone, hey, what is this? And most people said, isn't that the logo for a store? It is, but yes, this is a Target. And usually in the corporate world, especially if you're selling a product, usually what happens is you start out here and you say, okay, how is this product going to change your life? Why do you need this product? And here's the product. Here's the what. So they talk about the how, why, and hopefully they hit the what, and that's what you want. But for us, we don't have a what. We have a who, and that's Jesus. And in our ministry and in our life, we're not hoping that we hit the who. We want to work out of the who. We want to work out of the source of Jesus. And so our why at the church is to multiply disciples who love God, one another, and the world. And so that's not something we came up with. That comes out of the source. And then with the how do we do these things? Again, it's not about the things that we come about. It's how do we keep pointing back to the source. And so one of the things that came up, especially in the weakness section, was just the way that we communicate. As we continue to grow, Lord willing, as we multiply leaders, as more opportunities come, as people come to the church and join communities and stuff, communication is going to be key. And so one of the things we talked about that we're going to be using is something called Planning Center groups. Now, Planning Center is a communication tool that we use right now currently in the church with our volunteers, connection team, setup team. Just people can put in their dates of when they're available, block out schedules, that kind of thing. And it's just been really helpful. And now it has spread out to our groups to where you get to be in charge of your group. I mean, you are already, but now you get to be the admin of that group. And so on Planning Center groups, you would be able to put in all the people that are in your group or who have visited your group. You could even take weekly attendance, or whenever your group meets, you could take attendance if you like. You can put all the dates in of your upcoming events and community dates. And so that's one of the interfaces. That's the admin side. But then the cool thing is the other interface is it can go public. It can go on our website. And if people want to know, what groups are available at our church and what areas are they at, all the groups are going to be there. And they have the leader's name and a way to contact the leader. And so the way that we do it now is I get someone's email address who's interested in joining a community, and so I contact the community leader, see if there's room, and then I ask if that works with their schedule, where they live, that kind of thing. And it's usually about 3 to 4 email process. But now if you're talking with someone at church and they say, yeah, I'd love to be part of a community, you can say, hey, just go on the website and click there. You're going to see our group. You're going to see where it meets, when it meets. You're going to see our upcoming events. And also, if you want to get in touch with me, just click that. And so this kind of gives you a little bit of ownership. And also, we get to do it a little bit faster. So if you have any questions with Planning Center groups, just let me know. I'm going to be calling you and we'll figure that out together. But just want to let you know that that tool is now available to you. And another way that we can communicate, you'll notice that on Sundays when we have the highlights, when we have announcements, if we're talking about a baptism, which is coming up at the end of the month on March 31st, or we're talking about Soup Sunday, or Transformations class coming up, which will be happening after Easter, or now our Welcome class, which will be happening the first Sunday of every month, which is super exciting. We had 7 people last week, which was awesome. But whenever we make an announcement like that, that's not just information. That's actually a call for you to respond and get the word out into your groups, into your communities, into the LDGs and the D groups of saying, hey, here's a way that this person can take their next step that they need to take in their relationship with Jesus. And so whenever you hear announcements like that, all the announcements are going to be below too of the upcoming things. These are just, these are kind of like, I don't know, sound calls for you to say, oh yeah, I need to say that to my group. Or yeah, so-and-so has been talking about this, and so now I get to share. And so one of the, I guess, avenues of communication is you, the leader. And so whenever you hear these things, I would just ask that you yeah, take that information to your group, get that out, because transformations class, it's not going to fill itself up. It's going to fill up because of the personal relationship that you have with your spheres of influence and spheres of relationship. And so, just want to say thank you for the. I know you're already doing it, but just a reminder. That when you hear these announcements, yeah, that this is a chance for us as leaders to kind of look at our group and say, yeah, who needs to take this step, and how can I, encourage them, push them towards that, or lead them. Sorry, not push them. But yeah, everything is going to be below. Thank you for your time. Tried to keep this short, but love you guys, and we will talk soon. Have a great week. Bye.